Hey Aries, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your March general reading here. So let's talk about your meditation. It was short but very sweet. I saw images from Alice in Wonderland. Yes, I did. I saw her, it's been a while since I've seen Alice in her Wonderland, but I saw the image where she eats, I think it's a cake that makes her shrink to a very small size and then also grow to a very large size, right? And I heard your perspective is your magic. Your perspective is your magic, right? I saw a path being laid out for you guys, right? And there was a lot of like feeling very, large and in charge of your obstacles, of your opportunity, of your path ahead, of your situation, of yourself. There will be other times where you feel very small in comparison to those things. Going back, your perspective is your magic, right? It's truly about how you perceive yourself, your given circumstances, the people around you, your potential, the possibility, seeing all of the options at your disposal, right? Again, your perspective is your magic. It really can be the key difference between something going one way or another, really. It's cool. Oh my God, I love this so much. I'm so happy you guys got this. Dolphin, did you know, I don't know if you knew this, so outside of the crow, which obviously is my favorite animal in this deck, I have top three, and this is number two, my number two favorite. I'm so obsessed that you got this. So the dolphin equates to an Ace of Cups energy. So I'm really happy about this. It's interesting because dolphins are known for being obviously highly intelligent, but also highly playful. So I like that I saw the Alice in Wonderland type deal, right? Because another, lesson within the realm of Alice in Wonderland is being open to things being different than you would have thought or outside of a given structure, and finding not just enjoyment within things going wrong or being wrong or backwards or being different or avant-garde or coloring outside of the lines or whatever have you, right? It's about understanding and being open to the fact that sometimes when things go wrong, they're going right. That's a very Alice in Wonderland thing to say, right? In order to go forward, you go backwards, right? In order to be early, you must show up late. It's that kind of vibe that I'm getting from this, but it's really, really cool. It's really, really cool. I'm also hearing that freedom is your keyword for the month of March. Freedom, right? Anything that, brings up feelings of obligation for you or feeling restricted or feeling tied down or feeling, like you're lacking, right? Observe those because that feels really important. Freedom is the key word. Anything that feels like it's confining you or restraining you, release it. It doesn't want to be in your energy, right? Because dolphins also obviously live in the salt water, and salt is about cleansing yourself of energy or situations or aspects of yourself even that are, toxic or not in your highest and best good, right? But dolphin, this is a happy, playful, fun, good time, high love, great energy. Beautiful. Doesn't the dolphin kind of seem to be saying like, you want to play with me? Yeah. It's really, really beautiful. I'm also very much drawn to the yellow. So the yellow corresponds to the solar plexus chakra within the chakra system, right? The solar plexus is a very important chakra because that is the chakra from which we receive and interact with the world. So if that chakra, what has to do with that chakra? Why do I bring this up? Why does it matter? That chakra deals directly with your self-confidence, right? Right? So if your self-confidence is lacking or your self-confidence is taking a beating or, if you're dealing with some wounds around rejection or not being good enough or self-worth, all of that rests within your solar plexus chakra, right? If you have aspects of self-worth that are wounded, right, and not clear and healed, right, you're going to attract relationships to you that are a vibrational match to feeling unworthy or not good enough. So you might attract people towards you, whether they're bosses in a work situation or romantic relationships, even a next door neighbor that is mirroring that back to you and going like, hey, I'm going to come in and play a role in your life that brings this to your face even more and exacerbates those feelings of I'm not good enough, or I'm not attractive enough, or I'm not smart enough, or I'm not qualified enough, whatever that is, right? So I feel like the Dolphin is here to tell you too, like, let's send some healing to your self-confidence, to past wounds of rejection, abandonment, not feeling good enough, disappointment, loss, pain. It feels like you're at, there's a cleansing agent around that for this month, and it's really, really beautiful. Really beautiful, Aries. All right, let's see what's going on for y'all. Month of March for my emperors. Oh my God, we're going into your birthday season. How could I be so remiss? How could I be so remiss? Happy birthday, Aries. Happy birthday season. What's good? Beginning of it anyway. Ooh, yeah, exactly. So we have the Devil here, Capricorn energy. This deals with matters of the 3D, what you can see, touch, feel. What does this also deal with? Feeling restricted, feeling bound, feeling like you're tied to a toxic cycle or person or habits within yourself that are maybe not your highest and best good. What were we just talking about healing? Remember, this is in your primary position. So this can be the past energy that's coming in that may affect the present, right? So this is really funny that this is coming up in this way. I'm also really drawn to the fact that we have a white rabbit here, and I was talking all about Alice in Wonderland. I know there's a white rabbit in that talks about I'm late for a very important date, right? Remember when we were talking about allowing yourself to see beyond the confines of a certain structure or things being a certain way and the freedom within that, and then we have these traps here as well. You're being asked to free yourself and really be open to things looking different or manifesting differently than you would have thought you would have preferred, right? Be a little bit more open, play, be in the moment. Allow yourself to take on the energy of, a child. Children are pros, right? At living in the moment and coming from a place of play and possibility. You're being asked to engage with that this month. It feels really positive, and you deserve it. You more than deserve it. It's your birthday time, right? Obsession. Yes, Two of Cups. This is what it is. I love this. This is really fun. So beneath the sea, and then we have the Dolphin. I really like it. So this is a beautiful energy here. With the Two of Cups, this is about what inside of you, right? What internally is going on, and does it match, right, what you're looking to manifest? The Two of Cups for me, yes, this absolutely speaks of romantic relationships. It speaks of friendships. It speaks of soul partnerships, which can be platonic or romantic or anything in between, right? That come into our lives to teach us more and help us grow by mirroring back to us, right? What is within us, either to heal or a likeness, right? So it's interesting that we were just talking about that and then this comes up, right? Because the Two of Cups is that mirror effect, right? So I feel inspired to talk about this. So the mirror effect. This whole thing, it's, they say that, when people are alone, when they're single, right? And they're going, I'm doing the work, I'm really working on myself so that, I can be ready to meet someone, or I can be ready to heal from this and whatever. The real work comes when you're in a partnership. It's easy to not feel triggered when you're in your own company and doing the work on your own. It's when you actually are either working with someone else or partnering with someone else or entering into a relationship with someone else or entering into a deepening of a relationship with someone else, right? Maybe you're looking to cohabitate or take it further or whatever this is, right? Then all of their shadow stuff is being mirrored back at you and your shadow stuff is being mirrored back at them. And you're like, I feel triggered. What's going on? That's where the real work comes in, right? Is in a partnership situation and context. What I'm hearing for you, again, I keep going back to this, your magic is in your perspective. Do you see how these two cups are spilt over, right? And then we have this hermit crab that's like breaking free and like going forward this way. I feel like because it's interesting how this is coming across. Because there's two traps here as well. So in the Five of Cups key, that's very much about your perspective, right? There are there are three cups that are spilled and then two that are upright. And it's about, are you going to focus on the three cups that are spilled, what is different than what you thought it would be or not working out how you wanted it to? Or are you going to focus on the potential of those two cups? That is coming up for me in this context. I feel like this is saying you are being given an opportunity, right, to really enjoy the two cups that are going well in the upright for you and full for you, right? I'm really getting this strong sense, Aries, that your medicine, what's going on for you in the month of March, is to really enjoy and appreciate where you have and where you're at. Again, your perspective is your magic. If your perspective is on point and in alignment, right, you have everything you could ever need and you're as wealthy as you could ever, want to be. That's what it is. It really, so much comes down to perspective. It really, really does. All right. What else is going on here? Oh, I love it. Justice. I am so obsessed with this. So the Justice, this is beautiful Libra energy. I really love the Justice key in particular because I find this to be a great comfort that when this comes up, everything is exactly as it's meant to be. Everything is fair. Everything is working out in your favor as it equates to your karma and your highest and best good. This is brilliant when Justice comes up. This also can speak of legal matters, written contracts, the fine print, right? All of that good stuff. When Justice comes up, you just know that everything is working out, going to be okay, and going to be in your highest and best good and favor. It's such a beautifully auspicious energy. I'm going to talk about the red crown crane and the animal medicine within this key and also why it represents justice, right? Why this deck is so brilliant. So the red named so for its red, you see that on its head there. So the red crown crane is very much about partnership, and I feel like talking about that. See the Two of Cups come up as well. And remember, in the Justice key, traditionally speaking, that is, Lady Justice holding the scales, right? The red crown crane is about loyalty and it's about partnership, right? Red crown cranes have a beautiful energy around. They will go to the ends of the earth for their partner, right? So it's a really beautiful energy that's coming up for you here. But there's this other aspect of the red crown crane where the way to really upset them or really get them, because they can go from 0 to 100 in a minute. It's true. Red crown cranes, they will peck an eye out. Yes, they will, honey. And do you know what really gets them there? Is when they feel like something is unjust in terms of someone is attacking, right? A member of their family or their partner, right? And then they will defend to the death, right? So there's an aspect here too of this righteous element of understanding that everything within the context of being how it should be also comes into play when you go, okay, my magic is in my perspective and my perspective is my magic and all of that good stuff. But this also requires of me that I see things as they are. Perspective is not about seeing things as you would wish to be, right? It's about seeing things as they are, right? But also acknowledging that on one hand, not everything is rainbows and butterflies, but on the other hand, not everything is doom and gloom, right? That's why it's so brilliant that it's the Justice key, because this is about the middle ground, the 2 feet, the 2 scales being of even weight, right? So if a predator or someone else from another grouping is going after, a member of their family, their partner, right, that's imbalance, that's unfair, that's not right. So they're going to step in and make it right and bring it back to balance, right? Which ties back into the medicine here, which also why it equates to legal things going in your favor or relationships that were imbalanced or unfair to you coming into balance. But the question is that because of your perspective that you're becoming a vibrational match to that alignment, right? Or is it coming into, alignment and it's allowing you to renew and revive your perspective as a result, right? Sometimes clarity comes after the fact. Sometimes perspective is hindsight. That is the truth, right? It's really beautiful energy here too. I'm also really drawn to the fact that the red crown crane is black and white. You as an Aries, as an emperor energy, a shadow aspect of emperor energy is that the black and white, that there is no gray. And it's really interesting because the dolphin is gray, right? And part of, I feel like the perspective, right, is appreciating the gray, acknowledging the gray, and going, you know what? It could be better, but it could be worse. That's perspective. You know what I mean? For real. It's cool. Okay, the devil. I'm hearing a song. Nobody will know this song because it was a song by a local band where I grew up. Nobody will know this song, but it's called I Don't Like It, But I Don't Mind It. I don't like it, but I don't mind it. That feels like such a tonic. It also feels very Alice in Wonderlady too. Cannot tell you the number of times this key has come up in these readings. Okay. Two of Wands with the devil. So Two of Wands is about, interesting with the 2 and the 2. Two of Wands is about planning and strategy and gathering all of the information and potential available to you before making a move forward, right? Wands rule the realm of the actions that we take. So this is taking the time, right, to accrue that energy and become educated and informed before moving ahead, right? Remember how we were talking about, you know, this rabbit here and going maybe backwards is forwards and maybe to the left is to the right and maybe, right? But I like this energy here too because the devil really speaks of things that have really held us back or, you know, really stunted our growth. So I feel like with this Two of Wands here, this is about acknowledging and being able to see what those things are, right? Before moving ahead. And also taking your time with it and allowing it to be a process, right? Time isn't real in Alice in Wonderland, right? Well, it's, you know, I could say it's not real anyway, but in that context, I am so obsessed with this reading. 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment, darlings. To clarify, the 2 of Cups. Stop. I love this so much. Is there a starfish? Yeah, there's a starfish on here. Different deck, starfish, yeah. Love it. Oceanic imagery here. So 9 of Cups, like I said, this is wish fulfillment. Remember what I said about it's not saying like why you don't have what you want. It's not, that's not the question. It's about what in you is keeping you from what you want. What is the block within you, right? This is really beautiful. I feel like this is, again, perspective. Wish fulfillment, what did I say? If your perspective is on point, you're the wealthiest person in the world. That's what this is saying. You're focusing on the 2 cups that are working, and that is resulting in your wish fulfillment. Because here's the key. It's wish fulfillment in that moment because your perspective's on point, but as a result of that alignment, you become a vibrational match to further blessings and wish fulfillment, right? You open it. You open that energy flow to you so that you can receive it. I am so obsessed with this, Aries. Oh, I love it. Okay, this is also an abundance of something or a big energy, even excessive energy. But I'm really drawn to the fact that we have Dolphin here, which is Ace of Cups, which is like an overflowing. So there's definitely a lot going on for you this month. I feel like, again, your perspective being your magic is going to be the tonic that, you know, colors the painting. So, you know, as it were. 7 of Cups. Wow, beautiful cups. 7 of Cups to clarify the Justice key. So this is really interesting, and it's taking me back to your initial meditation too. Remember I keep going to like Alice in Wonderland. Your perspective is your magic. 7 of Cups is very much about optionality and choice, but it can lead you to the point of overwhelm too if you stay in this element for too long. So it's interesting how this is being represented, right? We have all of these options, all of these different aspects. We got a mermaid, we got a dragon, we got butterflies and rainbows and gold and castles, and right? And then we have this justice here as well. This is so beautiful because I feel like this is, just notice, nothing in this energy for you in this month is going, get it together and take action and move forward on this thing and let go of this and so that you can become this. And oh no, this is a lot more about you're being asked to live in the moment and enjoy yourself. And the way to do so is to have your perspective on point and in alignment. And the way to do that is also to loosen the reins and allow yourself to be pleasantly surprised about how and in what time things manifest. Because there is something really good around you this month. Some of you guys, it's a partnership and it feels really good. Others of you, this is a partnership with your work. Others of you, it's friends, it's family, whatever it is. Maybe this is even coming to union with yourself, where you're healing aspects of yourself that were keeping you in a place of focusing on what wasn't going right, right? But this is another way of saying the more that you're grateful for what you already have, the more that you're going to manifest to be grateful for, which leads you into this energy of the Seven of Cups and the Justice, which is saying there is no wrong choice. There is no wrong choice, right? If you're allowing this, energy of justice to influence you and work with and for you, it's no wrong choice. For me, I'm getting a special message around the head and the heart here, because I'm really drawn to the two and the balance and which one is my cup and justice. Everything is working out in my highest and best good, right? I'm hearing to integrate your head and your heart, right? In moving forward as well, right? That's it. Because I do feel like there's an energy of, there's going to be a time upon you that's coming up here, right? Not quite yet, but it's coming up here, where there are going to be some choices that need to be made, and that want to be made, I should say, right? And I feel like when that time comes, your counsel is going to be to hold a conference. It's very Two of Swords that I'm picking up, right? Where you're holding a conference between your head and your heart. And you're allowing them to both have room on the floor and to both speak their piece, right? And to consider both of their perspectives evenly, right? But I'm really hearing within that, the reason that there's no wrong choice is because your energy coming into this is just going, listen, any one of these cups within the justice influence is going to be wonderful. It's just a matter of which one, from a deep feeling perspective, from a heart and head perspective, right, do you feel like is just right for you at this time, right? And I do feel like for some of you, some of these other cups aren't going to go anywhere either. It's just about which one you engage with first, right? This is really beautiful. This is really saying that there's no wrong way, there's no wrong choice. All that you're being asked to do in the meantime is to allow yourself to enjoy being in the moment, right? Engage with that healthy perspective and understand that the road is never linear. Just like back to Alice in Wonderland. The road is never linear. It is zigzag. It is up and down. It is left and right. You go backwards to go forwards, and you go forwards to go back. It is all of those things, right? And the more that you are able to understand that, and temper your expectations about how and in what time things happen, that is going to enrich your gratitude and allow you to interact with that energy of, happy expectation in a really beautiful and forward and advantageous way. Okay? But I'm obsessed with this. It's like you're being prepared for the options and choices that are going to come to the forefront for you, right? But this doesn't feel like a time to run out and do it quite yet. You're just being asked to engage with the energy as it comes up for you, right? In a constructive and positive way. And enjoy what is working. Enjoy what is working. Yeah, it's really cool. Your intuition, your emotions, they're going to be working with you and for you. They're going to be available to you this month. It's up to you to really listen to them and engage, okay? Let's get an oracle. Oracle from Aries. Oh my God. Stop. Oh my God. It's almost a little too on the nose. So it says cleansing. Storms. What were we talking about? Remember when I was talking about the saltwater agent? And how that has to do with cleansing anything from your experience or people around you within yourself that are toxic or are no longer necessary. What I'm really obsessed with this is, see these green field on this hand here, and then we have the storm, right? And the water here. It's interesting because remember when I said that your perspective is your magic? This is you. Right? Remember when I said that when you ask for things, it's just about going, I'm going to be open to how they come? Speaking of Alice, I needed a tea break. So it's interesting. She's on this very fertile, patch of grass here while lightning is striking, right? And she's not focused of, I'm going to lose half of my patch here when this lightning hits, right? She's focused on the patch of grass that's already within her feet. But I'm telling you, this whole feeling, again with this water, rainstorm, lightning, storm, cleansing, you are being asked to be exactly where you are in a place of gratitude and perspective without worrying about the future, without, the despair from the past or disappointment from the past. This is a time to be in enjoyment, right? Enjoyment, enjoy, I-N space J-O-I, right? Enjoyment of where you are, and know that choices, potential, the path ahead is coming towards and for you. Can you enjoy the getting there? And can you take this time to really appreciate and really fine tune the magic and the gift that is your perspective, right? This is really cool. Really, really beautiful. Also, 3 and 2 is 5, right? Number of change. Just on a last note, there is this overall aspect here too of I feel like there are relationships or circumstances or patterns of your own thinking or behaviors that have become outdated and outworn, right? There are going to be instances, I feel like, for some of you guys during this month where they are removed or they want to be removed. And you're going to be able to just go, okay, I see it for what it is. I'm focused on my 2 cups, not the 3 that are spilled over, right? It's really beautiful. Remember, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, but it's also not all doom and gloom, right? The perspective point, the gray, the medium, the middle, right? Really beautiful. Okay, my darling Aries, this is your March general reading. I so hope that this helped and resonated for you. If so, please do let me know in the comments below. I absolutely love reading your comments. And with that being said, just thank you. Thank you so much for being here. But most of all, and as always, just thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.